everybody, it's Tom Tomaszewski, beachleads.com, and today I wanted to take a little bit of step back and get back to the general idea about the Facebook ads and trying to answer the question which most of the clients have, which is if Facebook ads are even for them. And I'm always answering the same way. Facebook at this point, if you look at the statistic, the 2017 statistic indicates that there is 200 million users of the Facebook in the United States alone. So my answer is very simple. It's like if you think that your business cannot find the clients between 200 million plus people, that means that you have some fundamental problems with your business. Because at this point you can safely say that pretty much everybody is on the Facebook one way or another. So believe it or not, your clients are there too. And of course there is a whole argument about the people are not going to Facebook to shop and this sort of stuff. But in the end of the day, if you are smart about your ads on Facebook, you can definitely get the attention of your potential customer, get them off the Facebook and get them into your sales funnel and get them into your offer, into your propositions. So Facebook ads are for you? Yes, they are, because again, everybody is on a Facebook, so there is no way that you cannot find a customer between 200 million plus people. And as you can see, this number is just growing and growing and will be growing year to year. And I don't think Facebook is going anywhere. I'm pretty sure that the rules and the way we advertise on the Facebook gonna change, but the Facebook itself is there, and there is always will be a way of advertise on the Facebook, because that's how Facebook makes money. So it's definitely academic discussion is if the Facebook is good for you. It's definitely good for you if you know how to use it. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I would like to talk a little bit of about the way the Facebook advertising works, because there is a lot of misconception here. The major difference between the classic advertising, like newspaper ads and TV ads and stuff like that, and a Facebook, is that the Facebook is actually very smart algorithm, and the Facebook is one big spying and learning machine. What it means is that once you start advertising on a Facebook, Facebook is start making a note of behavior of the people, your potential customers and the people who interact with your ads or with your website in any way. The way it works is like if somebody goes to your website from the Facebook ad, Facebook is trying to check the characteristic of this person and check the behavior and find people with a similar behavior and similar characteristic, which starts this whole snowball effect that if this person behaves like that and likes this sort of stuff, let me find people who have similar interests and similar behaviors. And this way, the more data you present to Facebook, data meaning that more people you send from Facebook to your website, the more people is visiting your website, the more people is interacting with your website, the more information is being gathered by Facebook, and it's easier for Facebook to find you people based on the people you already have on your website. So that kind of implies two things. That first of all, Facebook needs some seed information in order to start really recognizing the patterns and behaviors of your potential customers. That also means that you have to give a chance to Facebook to gather this information, which translate directly into time. So the way the Facebook ad works is like you set up your ad, you point the Facebook in a general direction of the people you think are more or less your potential customers, and then let the Facebook gather information, let the Facebook observe who is actually clicking and what people are doing after clicking in your ads, and gather all this information and build up better and better image of your ideal customers. This way, Facebook is going to be much more precise with distribution of this ad as the time goes by. So to simplify the process, the best thing you can do is to set up your ad, give fairly broad audience idea to the Facebook, dump some money into the ad, and just wait. In the beginning, you're not gonna see any spectacular results, of course, because again, there is no enough data. But as the time passes by, could be few days, more than few days, could be a week or so, but don't be thrown off the balance just because your ad doesn't work in the beginning. There are some indications that your ads suck from the very beginning and out of the gate, and nothing's gonna work for you. But most of the time, it's just the slow start, meaning that Facebook is gathering the information. So if you let it go a little bit, Facebook will figure out who is your audience, and your ad's gonna be improving the performance as the time goes by. So just you have to be a little bit patient in the beginning. I want to show you quickly what's going on in the backend of the Facebook Ads Manager. And if you go to the Business Manager, you have a whole bunch of stuff, and the one we want to look at is asset and audiences. And now when I mentioned that Facebook is learning behavior of your customers, you can build up your audiences of people who are performing specific tasks on your website. And you can make a note of people who are visiting your website. You can make a note of people who are visiting specific parts of your website. It's a similar fashion, like Google Analytics also doing the same job, but Facebook is using this information to actually narrow down your audience, and when it's showing your ad, it's taking all this information into consideration, and that's why they improve as the time goes by. So you will see this, for example, I have some audiences built up for one of my clients, and this is, for example, one of the very effective audiences is Facebook Engage audience, which means that people who are in any way interacting with the client's business Facebook page. If somebody clicks or comments over the past year, Facebook is making note of this person and it's putting this particular person into the pool of this audience. So those are relatively new accounts, so that's why it's only 2,000 people, but it's 2,000 people, so you can now at this point you can create something which is called lookalike audience, for example, and you can create tell Facebook that, hey Facebook, listen, find me people who are similar to those people who interact with my Facebook page. So thanks to that, those people is going to be more receptive because they have a similar characteristic and similar behavior to people who already are interacting with your website. The same with I have some videos posted on a page, and also taking a note about who is watching more than 25% of this video. So I have already an audience of 1,000 people. 1,000 is a sort of like a magic number for Facebook, because Facebook recommendation is to have at least 1,000 people in a pool of the audience before you start creating lookalike audiences. So this is already ready to go audience, and I can now create a lookalike audience based on this audience. This is close enough too, so this is all website visit for the past 180 days. I have 900 of people, so I can tell Facebook again, Facebook, find me people similar to those people who already visited my website. So as you see, that's the big difference between the flat print ad, which basically the only chance you have if somebody has to see the ad and react immediately, and then he turned the page and the ad is gone, and he's never gonna go back to the set unless he's gonna just clip it or something. But Facebook ad works slightly differently. You react to the Facebook ads, and even if you don't follow through with whatever you as a business owner want me to do, Facebook already is gonna kind of have information about me and my behavior and my likes, and based on that, it's gonna try to go out there and find people similar to my behavior, and people who may potentially be a new customer. So again, it's a learning process, and that's what is very powerful about the Facebook algorithm. All kind of information about these people are being recorded and being used to find another new groups of people who may be interested in whatever you have to offer, or whatever your proposition is. So again, 2 points. Facebook is definitely for you, because with this amount of people on a Facebook on a daily basis, there is a huge chance that your customer is there. It just, you have to be smart about how you're gonna show your proposition, and you have to be subtle but effective. Again, this is not a market. People are not here on a Facebook to buy, but there's definitely a way of getting attention, and then start them on a process of following the steps to your core offer. And second of all, why it works? It works because Facebook algorithm is a huge learning machine, and the more information you're gonna feed to the Facebook, the more effective your ads gonna be, because Facebook gonna have a better and better understanding of who your potential customer is. And that's why Facebook is such an effective tool for the advertising, and it's just the heaven for the marketers. So I hope that this helps a little bit in understanding of the Facebook ads. And again, if you have any question, just shoot me an email or use the messenger to ask your question, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you.